Hey, you guys, hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. We're going to be talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard's. Oh, I have way too many lights on. Just, I saw my face and I'm like, why am I so lit up? Why is it so bright? So we're going to be talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard's soon to be ex husband, Ryan Anderson. He posted a TikTok yesterday and basically said that he is considering writing a tell all. Now, he recently went on like a little bit of a media tour without Gypsy, just him. They are split up. She is with her ex fiance, Ken Urker, and she got with Ken like immediately after her and Ryan broke up. Let me text Sean and tell him to come in here and turn this light off because I can't do the lights. Sorry. I feel like I'm too bright. Am I too bright for you guys? Colby says, Elle, what do you think his book title should be? I guess the D wasn't fire. Um, I do feel like, women say that. Women say that about their man, like, oh, that he is fire. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. I wonder with her. I would read it though. I would absolutely read the book. I do feel like right there, the one's right there. Thank you so much. I do feel like Gypsy and Ryan, I feel like they have some secrets. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Gypsy she knows some ins and outs about Ryan, and I feel like Ryan knows some ins and outs about Gypsy. So he posted a video on his TikTok. I got all sidetracked with the lighting and then my husband coming in. So okay, this is what's going on, you guys. As we all know, Gypsy went to prison in 2015, right? She went to prison in 2015. In 2017, Ken Urker reached out to her. They got involved in this pen pal relationship, this situation. The next year, Ken proposed to her. And according to Gypsy and Gypsy's stepmom, Christy, Ken Urker was like the one for Gypsy. That was like her first true love, her first real relationship. But I'm like, her first real relationship? Because, I mean, she did it in a bathroom at a movie theater. We don't consider that a real relationship. Like, that's just playing. That's just like, listen, the only way I'm doing the grown up with you in the bathroom at a movie theater is like you got to have me locked down with a wedding ring, and I probably still won't do it then. But that wasn't a real relationship. When Christy said that on this past episode that Ken was Gypsy's like first real relationship, I'm like, she did it in the bathroom with Nicholas. That wasn't real. Okay, whatever. Do your thing, girlfriend. Anyways, by all accounts, it does seem like Gypsy is more invested in Ken and that she cares more about Ken versus Ryan, obviously. But in August 2019, Ken broke up with Gypsy, and the reason being now, from what's being said, is that he wanted to let her spread her wings and fly. He wanted her to experience life not being tied down. And I actually like that. And I said that from jump whenever, Gypsy came out of prison, a married woman. I was like, yeah, that's not, that's, I don't like that. She needed time to like really find herself and be herself, right? Either way, Gypsy and Ryan started talking in 2020, a year after her and Ken broke up. And then 2 years later, they got married in a ceremony in the penitentiary. So she gets out December 2023, a little bit over a year after they got married. And within 3 months, she was gone. Within 3 months, she was gone, and she was back with Ken within 3.5 months. Sorry, you guys, I can see my computer, and it's really like throwing me for a loop. So yeah, Ryan is now saying he's considering writing a tell-all book, and I'm here for it. I'm like, do the dang thing, Ryan. But he probably needs to wait until after he probably needs to wait until the divorce is final, because if he does it now and he makes money off of it, well, I potentially, and I don't know this for a fact, but I would assume that could still be community property or like money that they acquired during their relationship. So maybe He could be entitled to some. I'm not sure. Or she could be entitled to some. But either way, this is a TikTok account, a TikTok video that he put up where he talked about the idea of writing a book. So let's go ahead, let's watch.
Hey guys, just hanging out at home. Pixie had surgery. Come here, girl. She got fixed. She hates it. She hates the comb, but she's got to wear it for now. Anyway, I'm sitting back and I just have a question. Guys, I have so much that I need to say about my side of the story and what actually happened. And a friend of mine told me I should write a book of my experiences. And I don't know. Like, do I have a lot to say? Absolutely. But I mean, what are y'all thoughts? Would y'all read a book if I did a book from my side? Let me tell you what would it be. It would be the truth. I know y'all seen the new clip of the show where Christy talks to Gypsy about Ken. Like, guys, that was my first day back to work.
That's wild.
And I don't know what mother-in-law would do that to ruin a marriage, but anyway, but there's so many more situations like that, guys. It's just one of those things. But let me know what y'all think. If y'all are interested, let me know. All right, guys. Bye.
So there's him saying one of his friends said that he should write a book, and he says, I do have so much to say. And he says what I would put in the book would be the truth. And he's asking people like, do you guys think that I should write a book? And I'm like, dude, yes, write the book. Just wait. What all could he know though? And I'm like, probably a lot. Because you guys, he has been conversating with Gypsy for 4 years. He has been in communication, constant communication. He knows probably a lot of stuff. And not only that, he knows more stuff about what went wrong with them. He did an interview with Entertainment Tonight where he talked about, they asked him, do you know what led to y'all separating? And he's like, well, I heard things. So we're going to watch a little clip from his interview with Entertainment Tonight as well. The full interview is on their YouTube channel. I've linked it in the description box below. It's like 20 minutes long, but it's a good interview. It's a really good interview. But the interview tells us that Ryan and Gypsy still talk. He does say we don't talk as much as we used to, but yes, we do still communicate. And I'm like, I wonder if Ken knows that Gypsy still talks to Ryan. But Gypsy strikes me as that type, and maybe I'm being a little judgmental here, but Gypsy strikes me as the type that she would continue to talk to Ryan, like just kind of keep him hanging. Like she might go 2 weeks without talking to him, but then she's going to message him and be like, hey, are you okay? Just checking in on you. And he does kind of allude to that, saying like, yes, we still talk. So let's watch just a little clip from his Entertainment Tonight video. And like I said, I have it linked in the description box below because it was longer. It was like 13 minutes or something. So if you want to watch the full video, you can. But here's some that I thought was interesting.
Is there therapy or conversations that you've had about can we repair this?
At this moment, there's so much damage has been done.
So what's done is done.
Who's to say? Honestly, I don't know. I still get mixed signals from time to time. So I don't know. I'm not.
She said, like, do you think it's over? He's like, I don't know. I still get mixed signals from time to time.
I'm not a fortune teller.
You haven't seen her, but you're still talking. You're still in communication.
Yeah, like it's not like it was, but yeah, we communicate still. I feel confident knowing that I was genuine and my intentions were pure.
Yeah.
I think anybody watching can see that I was there for Gypsy.
Of course.
And that's all I ever wanted to do.
We've seen the super teaser for the remainder of the season.
Correct.
There starts to be a little bit of trouble in paradise.
Right.
What was the moment where you realized, I think things are starting to go south? Okay.
Outside influences started to influence her. I know what happened, and it's one of those where, like, I just don't. I don't know. It's one of those where I don't want to give it all away.
I totally.
So he basically says, like, he knows more than what we know, obviously, but he don't want to say it right now. He don't want to give it away.
Fully
Like I'm
understand
still
that.
holding it.
Of course. And we, of course, always want to be respectful of that. One of the big things that is going to be explored in these future episodes is that you're not comfortable with Gypsy maintaining contact with her ex, Ken.
You know, I would confront Gypsy and she would always be like, I'm not talking to him, you know, so
And you
Right.
think she was? You think she was lying?
in hindsight, possibly. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like now the split has happened. I mean, you find out certain things.
Gypsy invited, of course, Ken to be a part of Life After Lockup. Did you get to film with him at all? Have you and him had any conversations along the way?
He doesn't want to catch me in public. That's all I'm saying.
If Gypsy watches this interview, what would you like her to know?
No comment.
Okay.
I mean, like she knows what happened. She knows the truth. There's my comment. She knows the truth.
How's your heart?
Right now, my heart's broke.
Sorry.
I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, but I'm picking the pieces up best I can.
Is it fair to say that you are still very much in love with Gypsy Rose?
I mean, you got to realize that was my wife. I think, honestly, I'm in love with the girl that I fell in love with. You know,
And do you think she's different today?
I see changes that have happened, and she's definitely not the girl that I fell in love with. And I still covet that girl that I fell in love with.
Just trying to piece this all together. Your marriage was seemingly good. And then you
Correct.
just said until one day she said, I don't want to be married anymore.
Correct.
Can you fill me in on that gap? What happened that triggered that response from her?
I'm still, I mean, like, I know, and I have my theories and everything, but I'm still holding it close to the vest right now.
Gypsy
But if he wrote a book, is he going to tell us? I want all the details.
maintains that she did not leave you to go be with Ken. What do you believe?
Look at what's happened. I mean, come on, anybody can see. I mean, proof's in the pudding, right?
Okay, so basically in the interview, he tells us he knows more than what he's saying, but he's keeping it kind of close to him. And it could be because he's in an NDA and he can't say everything. And she does bring that up. She's like, is there some things you can't say, but we'll see throughout the season? And he says, yes, there are things that you will see throughout the season, but there are other pieces to the puzzle that you guys will have to try to piece together, things that happened after we quit filming. Somebody asked about him looking different. He had weight loss surgery, so he is losing weight. He has the beard too. So listen, he says like he is in love with the Gypsy that he knew, and he feels like too much has changed. I'm like, write a book. Do I think if she came back to him, do I think he would take her back? I feel like it'd be possible. Because I do feel like he really like legitimately cared about her. But if he is smart enough, and he did talk about this in the episode, he said in the interview, he says as quick as she took off, how she was literally, we're married 1 minute and the next minute she's dating in public with Ken. Like, that's too much. She got a tattoo. That's permanent. Like, I just don't see how I could ever come back from that. He talks about being in love with who she was and thinking that too many things have changed. So yeah, I think him even putting it out there that he would potentially write a book is really going to tick Gypsy off. When she finds out that Ryan could potentially be considering writing a book, I think that's really going to make her mad. But my thing is like, this is his story too. You brought him into this. He talks in the interview as well about filming for the show because they did one documentary of her in prison, right? And then Gypsy was asked by the network, hey, would you be open to filming afterwards? Filming you getting released, you going home, and a couple of weeks after you go home. And Gypsy went to Ryan, told him about it, and he was like, I'll do whatever you want to do. Gypsy keeps telling us, Gypsy keeps saying on the show and all these interviews, I never asked to be famous. I never asked to be famous. I never asked to be famous. But you're doing these interviews, you're doing these documentaries, and then you're asked by Lifetime, hey, do you want to continue and do it after you're released? Well, I mean, if you're on TV, obviously you could potentially, fame could come from that, you know? But he said in this particular interview, he said this was not something that he even cared about. He said he was on TV because Gypsy wanted that, not him. He was with her before any opportunity like this come up, as far as the documentary and stuff like that. He was like, the only reason I was on TV is because that's what Gypsy wanted. When she come to me and told them the offer, I was like, if that's what you want, I'll support it. If you don't, I'm good with that. He didn't care one way or the other. But this is his life too. His life was blasted on TV because that's what his wife wanted, and he went along with it. So I feel like he has every right to write a book. It was his marriage just as well as it was her marriage. It was his life just as well as it was her life. So if she can write books, and she has one coming out in like December. So if she can write a book, he can write a book. That's the way that I feel about it. And I'm here for it. I'm like, write the book. The only thing I say is he probably needs to wait until after the divorce just to make sure she doesn't get any profits from the book. Because one thing is Gypsy's file for divorce, and she's also asking that he pay for the divorce, that he pay her alimony, and all this like ridiculous stuff. Like, girl, you're asking alimony from a teacher when you literally are like famous and you're signing book deals and deals for reality TV shows. Like, come on. If anyone hasn't saw Becca Scoop's series on Gypsy, please go watch. I showed that a while back on my channel because I thought it was really interesting. Here it is right here. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. But I am all for Ryan writing a book. I want to know how things really, his first day back to work. His first day back to work. The first opportunity you have, Christy, stepmom, to talk to Gypsy without him there and without him possibly overhearing you tell Gypsy all these things about Ken. Like, that was so uncalled for. And another thing, it's just like in the episode when Ryan says, y'all are my family too. She's like, yep, you're a part of the tribe. But then you're saying through other people that you're glad that you split them up, that you like Ken, you preferred Ken over Ryan. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like that. Like, yeah, I feel like she's very dirty for that. She's about to finish part 4. Very professional, informative videos. I saw the one video from, Becca Scoops. Which one did I see? This one. Cops Spill Hot Tea about Gypsy Blanchard part 1. I think that's the one that I watched. And it was really good. So I need to go watch the rest of them. But I do know those videos are very informative and come with some like good information and good receipts. So, yeah, he was definitely always there. So his first time that he was like gone, like she calls and tells Gypsy all this information that I don't think she should have told Gypsy. I do not think as a mother figure, you don't put something like that on your child. Like, you know that Gypsy still has feelings for Ken, but she's married. So let her do her thing, being married. If for some reason it didn't work out and she left on her own accord, then you could say, well, you know what? I talked to Ken, but don't do it when, before that. I didn't like that. Yeah, I saw Gypsy at the Dollar General after a doctor visit I went to, and I'm not even joking. She stared at the Cheetos for like 10 minutes straight. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe we have a different, 8 years ago, there wasn't a lot of different types of Cheetos. Now you got the Funyun Cheetos. There's options now, so I don't know. So you should have took a selfie. But anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. If Ryan Anderson was to write a book, would you guys read it? I absolutely would read it. And I think that a lot of other people would be interested as well, especially if the book is detailing, if the book starts from the moment he decided to write Gypsy to the day before he decided to write the book or something like that. I think it would be very interesting. I would be here for it. Did Gypsy get a nose job? She did, but the only thing that she did is she just got rid of the bump. As far as the length and everything else, it's still there. A lot of people, it's like, she didn't get a nose job. It doesn't look like she got a nose job. But the only reason why is because she only got rid of the little bump in the nose, not like the length or anything else. But I'm here for it. I would read it. Absolutely. I would want to know what he has to say. You guys have your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. We hit 90,000 a couple of days ago, and I am trying to get to 100K. So please do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. Chrissy says he has enough education to navigate an intelligent book. I think he does. I mean, he's a teacher, so I hope so. Naz said, nope, not wasting money, but we'll listen to you. I won't read it. I'll just wait for the recaps. Thank you, guys. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, and join me back here shortly for more reality, entertainment, news, and gossip. See you. Bye, guys.